I got Tom Morello too, guys.
No, no, no. I want to wait for the...
Wait. We only get together once every 15 years.
Yeah, so it's like make it a big splash. Peter, Chris, drums.
Did you remember? Thank you.
No, there was a teleprompter. I'm not gonna lie. I had to wear my glasses. I couldn't see it. I got it. You guys couldn't. You got it. The teleprompter will save you.
I have readers on the bottom of this.
Yeah, I was here last night for rehearsal. I was
Here
blind.
comes Peter. Ladies and gentlemen, Peter Criss.
Okay, I'll take it. Hey, Peter, you left something behind. Oh, there we go. The broken.
We're going to do a couple of questions with Tom, okay? Or starting over to the right.
Yeah. What's that? Wait, there's, yes.
Obviously, a lot has been made about kids going into this that kept them off the stage performing.
Yeah.
So how do you strike that balance in your speech? Because you did a great job.
Well, I mean, the way I look at it is every garage band and every stadium band has beef. There's nothing special about that. Tonight's about what is special, and that's the awesome band that Kiss is and was, and the 4 original members and how they rocked my world. Now they've rocked the planet since. So that other stuff really doesn't matter to me. Well, I mean, I've been a vocal proponent of Kiss being in the... I think that the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame should be just like the Baseball and the Football Hall of Fame. Something that all youngsters aspire to who pick up an instrument, whether it's a guitar, turntables, microphone, whatever. And I think that the Hall has, in the past, for fans of hard rock and metal music has not been that, because our heroes have not been represented. I think last year with the induction of Rush, this year with the induction of Kiss, and who knows next year with Deep Purple or Iron Maiden or Judas Priest, the hall will come to better reflect one of the strongest limbs in the tree of rock, which is hard rock and metal, that's going to make it a more continue to make it a more authentic and legitimate institution that everyone who plays music wants to be in. I think it took a huge stride in that direction tonight. Tonight's not just a great night for Kiss, it's a great night for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Question nice and loud. Where you're from, nice and loud. Right there. Go ahead.
I'm not sure.
Yep. Pink shirt.
Yes. The E Street Band is fantastic. That's why, and I'm currently on tour with them right now. But tonight, celebrates the original members, and they're the ones that are going to perform. There's a potential jam at the end that I hope to be a part of. We'll see.
Tom, Sal from Premier Radio Networks. Can you talk about your effort behind the scenes to get Kiss inducted? Did you speak?
I don't know that it's so much behind the scenes. I mean, I've been both in person and in the press a long time talking about how the hall should better represent the genre of music that made me love rock and roll, which is hard rock and heavy metal. And Kiss is the flagship of that. They're my first favorite band. They're a band that should have been a shoe in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame their first year. And it's been, I think, Kiss didn't change for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame changed for Kiss, and it changed for the better. And it's a much better institution now, and more broadly representative of the passions of music fans around the globe than before, and it's headed in the right direction. I'm very proud of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as well as Kiss. Yep. What Kiss song means the most to me? Well, I've been doing an extensive amount of listening to Kiss in preparation for this. For me, the first song that ignited my Kiss engine was Detroit Rock City. It's the song I tried to learn on guitar semi-successfully, as a 12-year-old. And Ace Frehley was my first favorite guitar player, so I'm going to go with Detroit Rock City. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the reasons given for keeping Kiss out of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame were the same reasons given when I was 12 years old, 15 years old in junior high and high school. I mean, it's you either get it or you don't. Music is an entirely subjective medium. Entirely subjective. You can't put any sort of objective criteria on it, because clearly, like, record sales don't. I mean, otherwise, the Bay City Rollers would have been the first ones in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But as I said in the speech tonight, it was Kiss's music that had an impact on me. They were our generation's Beatles. They were our generation's Elvis, our generation's Rolling Stones. They made everyone who loved that band want to pick up an instrument. Also, it was a conscious act of rebellion to be a fan of Kiss. You were immediately put yourself not only in opposition to authority figures, to parents, but to other kids in your school who wanted to beat your ass when you wore a Kiss t-shirt to school. So you had to stand up for yourself and stand up for what you believed in at a very, very young age. That made an impression on me later in my career. Yep.
Last one right there.
Yep. The speech was frankly pretty easy to write. I tinkered a bit, but I just wrote my experiences. I stood in that line. Kiss was my first concert. Kiss was the first band I loved. Kiss was the band that made me love rock and roll. So I basically said what I thought, and also, in kind of a prosecutorial way, took apart the arguments against Kiss being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which I think are paper thin and illegitimate. And tonight, it's overdue that Kiss was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The only thing we're going to remember is that Kiss is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where they've belonged all along. Thanks very much. Thanks. Thanks very much, everybody. Thanks very much. Yes, one more. This impassioned person. Come on, this is a Kiss. It's about Kiss tonight. We'll worry about that when the time comes. Yeah. Thanks very much. Thanks.
Wow, that blow me down. How's everybody tonight? If you want to ask questions, you got to speak up, because I'm deaf. It wasn't my choice. I wanted to do it. But bottom line is, we're still brothers in rock and roll. And even though we don't see each other for 5, 10, 15 years, it's just like it was just like yesterday that we saw each other. Yes. What? Well, most of my influences were a little older than me, you know. I'm one of the older inductees, you know. I grew up with The Who, Jimi Hendrix, Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, and Led Zeppelin. You know, those were the guys who influenced me. I influenced a lot of these guys that are getting inducted, you know, guys like Nirvana and Pearl Jam and everybody else. But I'm so happy to be here, you know. It's been 15 years, you know. They could have inducted us, you know, 15 years ago, but finally they did, and I'm just thrilled to be here, and I'm in great company.
Clearly, Gene and Paul are going to continue to do their thing. A little while ago, you performed with Peter at a Ace Truck event. Is there a possibility we might see you guys doing some more stuff together, doing Kiss songs with the two of you?
He wants to know if you and Peter are going to do anything together.
No. No, I love Peter to death. He's my brother, but, you know, I'm doing my own thing. I have my own band. I have a new album coming out June 24th called Space Invader on E1 Entertainment. And, you know, I've always done my own thing when I'm away from Kiss.
Hey, Ace, right here on your left. What's the one thing that you feel Kiss should be most remembered for, most honored for being here tonight?
Well, I think that's an obvious question. It's the theatrics, it's the makeup, it's the costumes, it's the fantastic show that we created. And as it evolved over the years, it only got bigger. And I think that's what we're going to be remembered for. And the music, of course. Why don't you come over here and talk to me? Come on, I'm from the Bronx. You don't have to be afraid.
We're going to do this last one, and that's going to be it.
So people from Rolling Stone got upset when you guys were talking about the People's Choice versus Jan's Choice. Can you talk a little bit about that?
About who?
The People's Choice versus sort of the Critics' Choice.
Yeah. I don't get involved in politics. You know, Paul seems to be a little aggravated that other people didn't get inducted. You know, the 4 original members are the guys that really made it happen, and that's why we're being inducted. We were the ones that influenced rock and roll and made rock and roll history. You know what I mean? Thank you very much.
Want to do some photos? Want to do some photos?
Hey, it's Glenn Fry, right?
Center and then out. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much, everyone.